Hi, I'm Matt Bubala here with another Fountain Report conversation. I'm so excited to be joined by Dr. Adam Christman. He's the Chief Veterinary Officer for DVM 360 and the Fetch conferences.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
thank you so much for being here with
Yeah,
us.
thanks for having me.
You have a huge social media following. So for any veterinary professional, whether they want to have 1 million followers on TikTok or they want to have 10,000 followers in their local area to build their practice, what is the first step to taking control of that and building that
Yeah.
for them?
Yeah, the phrase that I always say is stay true to you, without a doubt. So be your unapologetic, authentic self. Don't look at likes and shares and comments that are maybe going to be, I don't know, misleading or whatnot. Be consistent, be present, and create a community that you really want to create. There is plenty of space for everyone out there. And what I love about our profession is you have so many different buckets that I see with our colleagues. We have veterinary professionals that are veterinarians and technicians. You have the pet owner side of things. You even have students and even mentorships. So there's so many different opportunities that are out there, but I would narrow it down. If you're really looking to start out, I would find a niche that you're really knowledgeable and competent enough. For example, I would not be speaking to practice ownership because I'm not a practice owner, so I wouldn't nor try to create that on social media. But I'm obsessed with pet owners, as many know, and that tends to be my fun lane that I like. So show up and be present is a big thing, and stay specific in that niche.
So if you're a veterinary professional today, and we know that a lot of veterinary professionals are kind of introverted, they get
Mhm.
in for the animals, not for the humans, right?
Right.
Would you say no matter where your career is, you do want to have some sort of control over a social media presence, whether that's for the practice you're at to become famous or just to build your resume as you maybe are going to go up in the business and move from practice to
Yeah,
practice?
absolutely. I think it's we're in a different time with social media for the better, I would say, in the veterinary space. And we talk about trying to streamline education for pet owners and our colleagues, and having that space and that voice that can create a media kit for yourself too.
You actually mentioned to me earlier today that you get nervous when you go on stage,
Do
and nobody would ever believe that just by seeing you, Dr. Chrisman.
yes.
So tell me, how important is that, whether you're a veterinary professional on a stage, giving a lecture, or just in front of your clients, being able to get past that and have that confidence to speak the knowledge that you carry? How important is
Right.
that?
It's thank you for sharing this because I've never told anybody this. This is the first time I'm saying this, that I get incredibly nervous going on a stage with my peers, I would say, because the audience of my colleagues, veterinary professionals, I always want to do justice with them, do them right, make them feel proud. And sometimes we're scientists by trade, so they're always analyzing, oh, what's he doing? What is he trying to do? And we know that little thing called imposter syndrome can, weave its way on out or whatever. So I think about, am I good enough to be up here on stage to, provide energy and make them feel good? And then also I do speaking too. So I want to make sure that I provide content that is relevant. So I look at it as like, listen, you have this one life to live. And we tend to be our worst critics. I'll tell you this. And, I've traveled around the country, and I'm not saying this to blow smoke. It's just the fact that I've done this many times. And the only critic that I find is myself. That's the hardest critic of myself. Everyone else, they'll give you constructive feedback, but nowhere near that you think it's going to be. And they love you for being you versus someone that you're trying to be. So my best advice is just to be your authentic self. Show up, get ready, be prepared. By all means, you have to prepare yourself. And the other thing I will say is tell a story. Storytelling is what supersedes in this world. People are relatable to when you have a story to share. There's all components to storytelling. There's like classes you can take on storytelling, but I always have that in top of mind is how can I share this story, whether it be 2 minutes or 50 minutes. Storytelling is number one to me.
And if I could just add, embrace that fear,
Yeah.
because that's probably somewhat what makes you so good at this is because you do drive yourself to be better.
Yes.
We both know the people that think they're amazing. They're
Right.
not that amazing,
Yes.
right? It's the
Yes.
ones that really put in the effort and have that fear of not performing that tend to perform even higher. So
Right.
congratulations to you and everybody out there that does things like that.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's fun. And listen, challenge yourself too. I mean, boring is boring. I don't want to be boring. You want to do something exciting and pushing yourself a little bit. So I know not everyone loves public speaking. I get a rush and a high out of it. I think it's exciting, but I certainly get the jitters, when I open up the door and I'll say, wow, whether even if it's 20 people at a dinner meeting or if I have 2,000 people that I'm speaking of or who in the other end of this camera is going to be seeing this on live TV? Like, what if, people are going to judge you for whatever it is, and let them, is what I say. Let them. But you're catering to an audience that you really are going to be true to yourself, and they're going to love you for who you are.
Dr. Adam Christman, the Chief Veterinary Officer for DVM 360 and the Fetch Conferences. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely. This was another Fountain Report conversation. I'm Matt Bubalo. We'll see you next time.